So again, hello everyone. We are the My Town Local Creative Guides team. Today we will introduce you with our project, what we did in our towns and villages, and also with the online course that we created. So my name is Alice. I represent Lab Futura from Riga, Latvia, and this webinar is being recorded. So now I'll give floor to Anna, the project manager of the My Town project.
Yes, hi, hello everyone. Welcome, first of all. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are connecting from. We are very excited to be with you today and to introduce you to this beautiful project that we have been working in the last 18 months. Right now, we are in the final stage and we prepare this webinar so you can get to know us more and to see our project. And I will share my screen right now. I would like to know if you can see it.
Yes, Anna, we see it.
Yes, perfect. Okay, great. So if you would like to, of course, write where you are connecting from, quick hello in the chat, feel free to do it. Also, you can write questions or comments if you have it on the way. I will start introducing the project, and then we will have a chance to know each of our partners. We will introduce ourselves, our organizations, and afterwards we will show you the material that we have produced. And at the end, then we will just have a conclusion. And maybe if we have some more minutes, we can have maybe a quick conversation or comments that you may have. Our project, well, first of all, my name is Ana Maria Leal. I live in Germany. I'm the project coordinator in the Center of Intercultural Education and Work. And I represent also right now the organization in Ahrensburg. I will introduce you first to our project, which is the Local Creative Guides My Town, which is a project co-funded by the European Union. Started in January 2024, so we have been together in the last 1 year and a half. As I mentioned before, this is the final stage, so it will be more or less like our goodbye and our showing of the results. This project is focused in adult education, and the main idea that we had before was to preserve the local intangible heritage and also to support the local community. We believe that if we have this kind of initiatives, we will support our population and we will generate an impact in our towns that will, of course, get better the quality of life of our community right now, especially that we are facing some social and economical changes. So the more we get involved in this kind of projects, the better for our towns or our villages. And another initiative that we had was to value the local stories and the memories. So we want to preserve also these learnings from our ancestors so they can come from generation to generation. We don't want to lose it. So that's why we want to participate in this kind of projects. And My Town is an initiative that also supports this local heritage and memories and stories. So we are international cooperation. We are a project composed by 4 countries. We have Latvia with Lab Futura. We work in a town called Sesvania. We have Project School in Italy with Campi Salentina. We have Stowarzyszenie Aktywne Progranice. This is in Poland. And we work in Cesinka, small town. And Germany is where I am right now in Ahrensburg. And I represent the CIP, that is the Center of Intercultural Education and Work. So we joined forces to strengthen the local community and to try to support them, the locals and the migrants, in order to develop these local villages, the urban areas and the rural areas as well. So we want that everybody was active in the project. So we work together. Each of these organizations will get the chance to introduce themselves, to tell you a little bit about them. And of course, we invite you that you come and visit us to all of these towns and to discover them as well. Our target group for this project was, of course, the local community, but also our migrants. So we also work together with local organizations, but the beneficiaries directly will be our towns and our villages around it. Of course, we want that everybody get to know the project and they also be beneficiaries after this project is over. So everyone can use the materials that we are producing, the outputs, everybody can take this and use it in their work or in their towns. Of course, we have a vision, we have a mission as any other project. So our vision is to help or support in the creation of a Europe where everyone can access to education, everyone can get a cultural exchange, and that all people are beneficiaries and can develop themselves in a personal level too. So this is with Erasmus. We want to do it through Erasmus. And yes, so this is our vision. Our mission is to engage the local communities. So we want that we raise the awareness, the cultural awareness, and so the people can participate more in such cultural events as well. So we believe that if newcomers or locals have the sense of belonging, or they can appreciate more the cultural heritage they have, they will increase the opportunities, especially the migrants that, for example, are unemployed. If they have this cultural awareness where they are living now, we believe their skills will get better, and of course that will generate an impact in their employability. The values that we have are inclusion, lifelong learning. We want that the people that learn today or are working today in the project also pass this across generations. That's why we want to preserve this local cultural heritage, so they can just pass it across. And the community engagement, we want that in these projects, all community get involved, that everyone actively participates, and that they are not passive receivers. So they are more like active people that are supporting in the project, inside the project. So right now, for example, we want that you are part of this project with this information, with this webinar. We will present it, we will put it in our platform, so all people that are right now today can be also part of this last stage of the project. And our last value is the European solidarity. So we want that we integrate with each other and that we live in community with each other. So this project is also about that. Along the project, we had different activities to support it. The first activity that we did was to collect with local people all stories, all material we could have, all information also about history of the town, and all local intangible and tangible cultural heritage. And then we worked in the second activity together with the community in designing the routes. So we create some routes that they could involve some different methods, some storytelling, some theater, or different creative ways so people can know the routes that we create. And the third activity was actually the result of the first two activities, was actually going to the field with local community, get to see our towns, celebrate the local cultural heritage, and use this storytelling that our ancestors had, that we are very lucky that today we have a lot of people involved in this project, and that they can tell us stories from 50 years, 60 years, 100 years ago. So we got very lucky to get to have these local participants in our project. And our last activity was the integration of the previous activities and technologies. So each organization decided to use maybe some interactive maps, maybe some platforms, or maybe QR codes. So each organization used one of these technological tools in order to have these activities. We also created an online platform where you can access to all the material that we created, and you can also use it in your town, or you can also use it for your next projects. So you can pass it to someone that maybe will be interested. Or maybe if you come to Germany or to Latvia or to Poland or to Italy, you can take a look, or you can see which information you have there. It looks like that, the platform. This is the link. You can access to it, take a look. Of course, there are some other projects that we have had in the past, but I encourage you to take a look at this one and to use all the material. We want that everybody is beneficiary of this material that we created. So I will right now give the stage to our partner from Italy, Antonio, who will show us what they did in Campi Salentina. We were together in Campi Salentina some months ago. We had an amazing experience, so I hope you also love it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Anita, and hi, everybody. I'm very happy to see you as partners and also the other colleagues from European countries, including some of the people that in Italy have joined the project as a towner, as volunteer for the implementation of My Town in Campi Salentina. I will start a presentation now, sharing my screen and showing how the project has been implemented in my country. Give me a second. Please tell me if you see my screen.
Yes, perfect.
Perfect. So, as you said already in your presentation, Campi Salentina is located in the south of Italy, in the southeast, especially in particular in Apulia region. It's very close from Lecce, and other bigger cities that you may know is Bari, and a little bit farther we have Naples. As far as concerned, Campi is a small village, about 9,000 residents and inhabitants, with a strong agricultural tradition, especially in olive oil and wine production, and with a strong presence of locals who are very, with a very commitment to preserve the local heritage. So this project was perfectly entrenched in this trend that we have here. This is the timeline of the project. We started in May 2024, where we hosted the international partners, so partners from Germany, Poland, and Latvia, and we started to identify the volunteers that we call in Campi Towners. I hope you like this name that you gave to our volunteers. We have involved the Towners in the training, which is the same, of course, also in the other countries. But during the training, we started to co-design the itinerary that was then chosen, and then I will show you in a few minutes. We have done an activity of podcast script writing and then recording. So each stage of the itinerary was also recorded in a local radio called Radio 1. We edited the episodes. We designed a web app called campismytown.it. We tested it, and we finally presented either the web app and the itinerary in Campi on the 2nd of June 2025, where the itinerary was presented also with the support of actors, of theater actors. These are the 4 towners: Tatiana, Mirko, Ilaria, and Martina. I think that some of them is here. Martina, but also Alessandro, who is not one of the 4 towners, but was a very important presence to support the itinerary. So these are the persons that were the volunteers in our country that received the training and that played a very, very active role to be the local guides, that our project was aimed to. The first phase of the project, I go a little bit more in detail. The towners, together with Project School team, we interviewed people in Campi, approximately 8 people. These people that we interviewed gave us a lot of information and inputs to understand what were the needs of the territory in terms of tourism attraction. And we finally decided, after some brainstorming, to focus the itinerary on 5 historical figures, each of them linked to a specific place of the town. They are not very famous, not even in Italy, but we believed, and we still believe, that the power of the storytelling is crucial also to attract a new generation. So we decided not to describe the story of this person, the biography of these persons, but to describe specific stories that could attract also young generation to visit our city. These are some pictures of the interviews and the focus group that we have implemented. These are the characters, the main characters that goes from the 15th century to the 20th century. The most famous one is the last one, Carmelo Bene, who is a very important theater actor in Italy, who was born in Campi. So one is a saint who died in Campi, and we have his body in one sanctuary here in Campi. And the other 2, one is a poetess and philanthropist, let's say, Cecilia Capice Minutolo, and 2 others are soldiers and leaders, military leaders, who are also who also had a very strong link with Campi. As I told you, we recorded. We first wrote the stories of these characters, and then we recorded these stories in a radio, who became local partner of this project. These are the pictures that show the faces when we were recording the stages. You can see Michele, who is a colleague who gave the voice to some stages, Tatiana, who was a volunteer, Marta was one actress involved here in the project. This is the web page that I was telling you. I don't open the link now because I have to be short, because there are other people that have to talk, but you can visit it later, and I will put the link in the chat. Is campismytown.it, where you see a lot of things, the description of the characters, the stages, and you can also go directly on Spotify to hear the 4 stages of the project. We have also put some QR codes, some let's say these things that you see here, these images close to the different to the 4 stages, and with a smartphone you can look at the QR code and hear the podcast episode linked to each character, and they're still there. I mean, they were not there only for the event, but they're still there. This is the main program of the 2nd of June. It was wonderful to see almost 200 people that were with us working in the city, just as the partners did last year, but this time hearing also the stories of our character and looking at the scenes. I stopped sharing my screen, and I ask, I don't know who, Alice probably, to show you a small video which ends my presentation. The video is about the event that we had on the 2nd of June, so you can see what happened in Campi that day. You see the actors, you see the people, you see the different, you see the event. So this lasts 1 minute and a half, so please enjoy.
And let me know if the sound is missing, but hopefully everything will work.
Make it bigger?
Okay.
Yes, can you make it bigger?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. Okay, thanks a lot, Elise, for your technical support. And I will conclude by saying that this project was very emotional for all of us that day in particular, because we could feel also the joy and happiness in the faces of people that work with us in the streets of Campi. And we really thank all of you, partners. I thank also my colleagues and the different volunteers. Without whom we could not implement the project successfully as we did. So thanks a lot. I will now put the link to campismytown.it, and I remain here if you have questions and also to hear the stories in the other countries. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much, Antonio. It was beautiful to see it again. So we will go to Poland now.
I think it was Latvia now, according to the schedule.
Okay.
Okay, then let
Now
me,
we can hear you.
yeah, continue. So I would like to introduce also to what we did in Latvia, in particular in Cēsvaine. That's a small town in the Vidzeme region. So it's northeast of Latvia. What we decided to do based on discussions and also interviews with people involved in local heritage and tourism to focus on other interesting objects and stories beyond the famous Cēsvaine Manor, because Cēsvaine is very well known in Latvia because of its manor house, which is also the main attraction in the town. So we chose 13 significant locations and connected all of them with personal stories. That was also our idea, also similar as our Italian colleagues did, and inspired all of us a lot, of course, to focus on personal stories of people. And here I just would like to also mention how we started working on this project. A few years ago, me and my colleague Masha, we were in a project meeting and we were having a rather boring excursion around a very nice medieval town in Germany. You know, this very typical excursion that tells a lot about facts from history. We've heard a lot like that, and it's really difficult kind of grasp the city from only these rather dry historical facts. So here came the idea that we should explore different interesting modern methods how to make such tours more interesting, more inclusive for the participants. And in Cēsvaine, we had a very good start because there are 4 books of Cēsvaine where local activists have gathered the stories of people. So anyone living in Cēsvaine or the area can submit their own stories, stories also from their family, from their own experience. So we went through these all 4 books and found interesting personal stories for each of the object that we have included in our online map. And here we also put a lot of emphasis on more recent and lesser known history, for example, the everyday life during the Soviet period. Because, of course, for previous generations, it's something that they experience, but for younger people, it can be also very, very interesting knowledge to see how people lived in that period of time. We created an online map in StoryMap GS system, and I will also open the link to show you how it looks like. This is a free tool designed to help storytellers or historians also to tell a story about a certain place. So let me now open also this link and to show you a little bit how it looks like. So here you see how it looks like. It's in Latvian, but also it's possible, of course, to translate it with automatic translation tools. And here we see how we go through one object till the next one. And here we have those direct quotes, memories of people taken mainly from the books of Cēsvaine. And we also had some modern photographies and also historic photographies. Here we see the cultural house, which used to be the part of the old manor complex, another house from the manor complex called the Green House. Well, the manor itself, we involved is as well, but here we put another emphasis. We put it to the role of this castle as a local school, which it was for many decades. And here we also have memories of a person who used to go to this school, and in order to go to school, she had to work in summers. So this is something also for young people now to think about, how we can enjoy now education completely for free, but it was not the case in the past. The local hospital, forgot the word. Where do we go to have a beer and
brewery?
Brewery, not exactly. Where people, when they were tired, they went to also to sit, eat, drink, like we in England. Pub, local pub. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, exactly. The local pub, which used to be the longest pub in Latvia. Here we have another school that was built in the Soviet times, and kids could stay boarding school. And here we have the church and the radio and television tower, which is the tallest point in Latvia. So we found also many things to be very proud of and special in Cēsvaine. So local kindergarten, again, we have here interesting memories from the 1980s, for example, where the staff of kindergarten was also making different produce for the winter, something that is also difficult to imagine nowadays, that the employees could do that also, make products for the winter. And the music and art school. Also, I will post the link here so that everyone can check it out. And we are very happy that we could participate in this project and really get a lot of inspiration also from our colleagues' work. And we hope to continue collaborating with everyone.
Thank you so much, Alice. Great presentation. Thank you so much. And now we go to Poland.
Yes, so my name is Adam. I'm here on behalf of Stowarzyszenie Aktywne Pogranicze, which Anna so perfectly presented earlier. Probably you should see the logo here, but it's too bright, so it's very not clear. So the Stowarzyszenie is an association which is based in a village of Rzeszczynka in very eastern Poland, 20 kilometers from border with Belarus. And we established that to do projects, to do something interesting in the Polish village. And so we are partner of this project. We have done tasks in this project. We also did local tourist routes, as it was expected. And we created a video which should present everything which we have done here. And now, hopefully, my internet will allow me to do that. So, one more trial.
Welcome to our story.
We're proud to present what Stowarzyszenie Aktywne Pogranicze, based in Rzeszczynka, Poland, has accomplished as part of the international Erasmus Plus project called Local Creative Guides. This project brought together partners from Poland, Germany, Latvia, and Italy, all committed to one shared goal: protecting, celebrating, and bringing new life to our local, intangible, cultural heritage. The project focused on collecting and passing on stories, traditions, and knowledge from small towns, places full of meaning and memory, yet often overlooked. Our mission was clear: to gather local stories and memories, highlight their cultural value, and use modern tools to make them accessible, especially for younger generations and visitors. But beyond storytelling, we wanted to inspire local pride, foster community participation, and create new opportunities in regions that face social and economic challenges. We did that through interactive tourist routes, digital tools, an international exchange of ideas, and a big heart for rural life. In Rzeszczynka, our team designed an interactive trail using the Action-Bound mobile app. Visitors follow a route through key places in the village, solving creative tasks, learning hidden facts, and discovering the beauty and meaning of our surroundings. We wanted this trail to be accessible to everyone, so we installed a permanent QR code sign in front of the village head's house. Anyone passing by can scan the code and start the game instantly. It's not just a walk. It's a journey through time, memory, and place. One of the most powerful symbols of Poland is the stork. These majestic birds return every spring to their nests, towering above the rooftops like silent guardians of our land. We chose to honor the stork nests as key points on the trail. Each was marked with a plaque, a small act of recognition for a big symbol of life, continuity, and harmony with nature. These nests are not just landmarks, they're part of our identity. One of the highlights of our project was the Heritage Festival at the primary school in Dubica. We brought together local artists, artisans, and tradition keepers for a day full of color, music, and hands-on learning. We revived traditional handicrafts, woodwork, weaving, embroidery, and opened the door for both children and adults to try it themselves. But that's not all. We made butter and cheese the old-fashioned way. We invited herb women, wise and experienced locals to talk about natural medicine, traditional teas, and healing practices passed down through generations. And then, something magical happened. The square filled with the rhythm of Slavic folk dances. Dressed in regional costumes, locals and guests danced together, celebrating life, movement, and connection. It was emotional. It was alive. This wasn't just a festival. It was a living museum, a community classroom, and a heartfelt celebration of our roots. The beauty of the project was in how it connected generations. Grandparents told their stories. Children discovered places they had passed every day but never really seen. Parents became curious again. We saw curiosity bloom, confidence grow, and a sense of belonging deepen. In a world full of screens, we brought people back to the path. Quite literally. We didn't want this method to stop with us. That's why, together with our international partners, we created an online course to teach others how to build their own creative heritage trails. The course is free, multilingual, and available to anyone, from rural teachers and local activists to tourism boards and young change makers. This is how the project becomes scalable, sustainable, and truly European. This was never just about one village or one wall. It was about changing the way we relate to our place and each other. Although the project is officially ending, its effects will remain visible and alive in signs and plaques, in trails and apps, in knowledge passed on, and hands that remember how to make something from nothing, in the stories that now have listeners. This isn't the end. This is the beginning of something rooted and growing. Thank you to everyone who made this possible. To our partners in Germany, Italy, Latvia, and to every person in Rzeszczynka and Dubica who shared their time, stories, skills, and joy. This was Local Creative Guides, and we hope it will inspire you to look again at your own village. your own neighborhood, and begin. This video was created within the framework of the Erasmus Plus project Local Creative Guides, funded by the European Union. Views and opinions expressed are, however, those of the authoress only, and do not necessarily reflect those of the European Union or the
So the quality was not far from awful, but I hope you have
It was great.
something.
It was good. Thank you so much. Very nice video.
Thank you, and if you have any questions related to that, I'm here as well. So I now give the floor to you, back to you, I think.
Okay. Yes. So yes, thank you so much to our partners for this introduction. I think you can see my screen, right? Perfect. Okay. So the last but not least, I am representing Germany. The town is called Ahrensburg. It's in the northern part of Germany, very close to Hamburg. We are the Center of Intercultural Education and Work, an NGO located here in Ahrensburg in like 2003. We were created, so more than 20 years. We have been working with European Union projects. This is our community. We also accomplished our project here. We had our partners more or less 1 month ago here, and we did all the steps that also our partners did with our community. This is our team, by the way. I have also a video that I would like to share with you. I don't want to talk a lot because I have talked a lot, but I will show you a video of one of the routes that we did with our community, and we use local storytelling and different methods to make this route more attractive and more creative. So I hope you can hear the sound. Give me 1 second. Share the sound. Yes.
I also remember as we as a student work does not begin with a political leader taking over.
Welcome!
I've grown up like 500-600 meters down. This area is good for me. I have good memories. I want to work inside. Samsung.
From childhood.
It's my friend. When I was born, I have personally very good memories. And we played a lot in this area. We played a lot, my brother and me. And I had an accident on the middle of the road.
Nobody said anything?
I wanted to ask you, when you think about Germany, and you talk and you think about beverages, one beverage comes into your mind. Good, okay, good. Danny, your words.
Okay, he's ready with
The sun for too long, and then a fermentation process was started, the intoxicating effect, the forerunner of today's beer. I developed this beer culture 100 before Christ. For the beer brewing, the women were responsible.
Okay, so we have... I was talking about
The big breweries are already sold to other countries. They fasted and were not allowed to eat. They drank beer instead. Because what is liquid does not break the fast. So you can drink what you want and you're only not allowed to eat.
yesterday also.
And the good thing, the advantage of this brown bread, it has a full grain. Go ahead and you go to a bakery.
Like US, for example.
When you go to the well, the good beer and the bread. But it's maybe you do not like it, but the German culture is eating. Well, it's not the really dark, and it was brought over centuries. During the Ice Age, like glaciers, and they went down some 100 miles.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. That was one of the routes that we introduced in our town, and that our partners, very lucky, were here also to experience it. These are the routes that we did. We did, in fact, 3, and this is the one that you just saw. We created this with different local storytelling. We also used some creative audiovisual material and also some theater. We involved it. And this was another one that we did with someone that was very familiar. We have in Ahrensburg a very famous castle, and previously there was a family living in this castle, and we were in contact with someone whose family was very close to them, so they told us a lot of stories about it. So yes, that was our experience here in Germany. We also try to also preserve the local cultural heritage that we have here. You know, we have different cultures in Germany, a lot of migration in the last years. So we also want to preserve it, and that our migrants also get to know it, and that we all can be part of it. So yes, that was in total what we have produced with our partners, and each of us had the chance to show you and to share with you what we did. I would like to encourage everyone that to participate to this kind of projects that are very beneficiary and will generate an impact in our villages. So if you have the chance to participate in any way, even if you are part of one activity or just joining a seminar like this, a webinar like this, do it, because that means that you are supporting these initiatives. And I would like to conclude this webinar with a last very short video that I have also from Germany. And I will show you. I think it lasts only like 30 seconds. And maybe if you have some questions, or if you have maybe some comments, so we will get the chance to do it. So I will share now. I think you are seeing my screen now. Can you see it?
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, self-touch your hand in mine, gets me every time.
I already told you about my school. It's over there.
Lost in the city lights, our love's electric. You make me feel alive. I know July is
Entschuldigen Sie vielmals.
You make me feel at home in the neon glow.
Werte Dame, alles in Ordnung bei Ihnen?
As the leaves change color, I dive into you when summers fade.
Thank you very much to everyone. And thank you to our partners for being part of this beautiful project.
Anna, I could maybe use a few minutes now at the end of the webinar to show the platform. We did show it in the presentation, but just to show it in action how it works. So first of all, to access the platform, you have to register. So a window will pop up where you register, and then we have here the course, and we also have it now in English. We have the full online course with the 4 topics about mapping and context analysis, how to use audiovisual tools like Canva to create images, about improvisation theater methods, about treasure hunts, and about e-mapping of creative roots. And also what we have translated. So for example, here you can see all the materials are available also, for example, in Latvian. So this what we will also promote now at the end of the project, the platform, so that you all can benefit from the training materials that we have produced.
Thank you so much. Great, thank you so much. Yes, so do you have any comment or do you have any question for our partners? Do you want to come visit us?
Yes, we all are waiting for you.
Okay. So, yes, like that we conclude our... Oh, Jessie, thank you so much for your participation. Like that we conclude with our webinar. And yes, we will record it and we will put it in our Facebook and Instagram. I think you have I posted our Instagram, but I will post it again.
And also on Moodle, we will put this recording on Moodle later. So if you visit our online course, you can also refresh your memory in case you want to find out more what we did in each city and to get inspiration for your own interesting future projects.
Yes. So here you see our Instagram and our Facebook. So we hope to see your like there.
Thanks everyone for joining.
Thank you very much.